For array implementation of DQ, you can use there are two things. One is you can say if is either it is input restricted or output restricted. We're considering both the cases. Now if you know there is a front and rear, you know earlier simple queue insertions were being done at the rear end, so that insertion from the rear side is known to you, that you already know. Insertion from the front, how to get it done. What you have to do in this case, you will have to first just like this is the scenario of the some array representation. At some moment, say let us suppose front was 3 at some moment and the rear was say somewhat at 8th position. There can be many other positions. Now when you are inserting, let the elements are somewhat like here, and say rear is at 8th index. Now when you are inserting a new element at the front, what you have to do, you have to decrement the front. Now very first thing you have to check whether stack is your for insertion purpose, if the stack your queue is not full. Queue is full function if it is returning not returning true, that if it is not equal to 1, only then you can do insertion. If the queue is full, then you can't do insertion, or you can say it is equal to 1, then return as such from the function call. Otherwise what we are going to do, let us suppose it's the element which have to be inserted, and in other case what you have to do, you have to do insertion. Let us suppose I want to insert the element say x at the front of this. So general notation says if you want to insert a new element in at the front, you have to decrement the value of front. Earlier front was this one, so front will become equal to front minus 1. So this is the general perception when you are doing insertion. Now one more thing is, if your front and rear both equal to minus 1 initially, that is q was initially empty, and rear just like we did in the previous examples also, then you will have to set front and rear both equal to 0. This is the first case. Second case says it's a general case, front minus 1. Let us suppose at some moment these elements were being already be filled in x, y and p, and now at this moment front was equal to 0 and you want to perform insertion further from the front. As you know that if front is equal to 0, if front is equal to 0, and that means q is not full, set front is equal to n minus 1. Now in this example you will be setting front is equal to 10, and in general case else what you will doing, you will be settling now front is equal to front minus 1, and at a of front you will be inserting a new element, whatsoever the element you want to insert into the queue. This is the concept of insertion of an element at the front in the DQ. Deletion you have so far done from the rear part. Now sorry, front part. How to go for deletions from the rear part? Same concept is there, like this. These are some set of values are there for the array representation, and you want to perform say 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, some set of values are there here, and at some moment rear is pointing to this 6th index and front is pointing to say 2 index. You want to delete the element from the rear side, that means this element you want to delete. So general case says set rear is equal to rear minus 1. So deletion from rear in case of DQ representation, this will be returning an integer 1. First of all check whether your DQ is already empty or not. If it is yes it is empty, then return any sentinel value, so return minus 1 if it's a DQ of is a double-ended queue of some positive values. This is the first constraint you can apply. Second thing is, if element next time you can say x is equal to some integer x value which you want to return, you can copy that rear value in some x variable, then update rear accordingly. Now what is inside the updations? The very first thing is if front and rear, uh, one more thing is there, if front and rear both were same, front is double equal to rear, that means there was only one element, you will have to abruptly set front and rear both equal to -1. That is the first case. Second case is else if your rear is already at the last position and you want to perform deletion, if rear is already equal to n minus 1, now you want to delete the element from the rear is already equal to, sorry, 0, and you want to perform deletion of the element. So deletion of the element will decrease your front rear by 1, that means rear will become equal to n minus 1. And in general case, you will be settling down rear is equal to rear minus 1. This is what we have done in this example. This term says, let us suppose at some moment you are already having some values, like these are being filled in, like this is the case. So till this, now at this moment front is equal to a is pointing to 2 and rear is pointing to say 0. Now rear is already equal to 0. When you perform deletion from rear, rear will be updated to 9. That is n minus 1. So in last case, what you will be doing, you will be saying return x. This is the code for deletion from the rear.